I want to get back to what made this channel successful all the way back in the summer of 2021. That's when the offseason Warriors content started taking off on this channel, and I enjoy talking about the Warriors more than any other team, as they are my favorite and I wouldn't be as passionate about basketball as I am today if it wasn't for the Dubs dynasty. I've also really enjoyed making the What Happened videos, as those are by far the most popular set of videos on this channel, but I like to find a good balance between the two going forward. I'll still try to keep mixing in content from other teams, but the frequency of Warriors content will likely increase throughout the summer. Thanks for the support, and let's get into the video. I don't know what direction the Warriors are going this summer, which means a major trade could be in play. I think these three trades I'll present will move the Warriors more towards a 2024 championship run. And yes, Jordan Poole is in all of these trades. I believe he still is the future of the Warriors at this point, but if the Dubs want to shake things up, Poole might be the guy to go. His contract is very tradable, and the Warriors could get back a few good players to create better positional balance and depth to this already formidable roster. I think these trades are somewhat realistic if the new front office wants a major shakeup. However, I do think Poole will ultimately stay. But let's take a look at some trades that I believe may guarantee the Warriors a 2024 championship. This first trade is Jordan Poole for Jalen Suggs and Jonathan Isaac, and most likely a first-round pick. Now, this doesn't seem like the best trade at first, right? Jalen Suggs and Jonathan Isaac are both guys that have kind of struggled offensively throughout their careers, and they've kind of both struggled to stay healthy a little bit, especially Jonathan Isaac. I think the good part for the Warriors in this trade is that they're getting a few really good defenders back. Suggs has already proven to be a really good defender at the guard position, and obviously Jonathan Isaac was close to being Defensive Player of the Year in 2020 before he tore his ACL. But yeah, the question with both these guys is definitely health. I mean, if Suggs and Isaac can stay healthy, I think they'd be really good contributing players for this Warriors team. They add some more length, size, depth, and defense, especially at that wing position with Isaac. But I think Jalen Suggs would be a really good backup point guard to Steph Curry. Like I said, his defense, his playmaking, he's pretty much the same age as Jordan Poole, and he did improve his efficiency a little bit throughout this past season. He's still not the most efficient player, but I think in the right system and in the Warriors system, he could be a really good player. So this is kind of more of an experimental type move, and the Warriors could get some more draft compensation for Poole, and then some good young role players in a sense that could really contribute well down the line. So we'll see. I kind of think this is a good trade, but I don't know if this is the most realistic as of right now. But the Magic do kind of have a logjam at the guard position, so maybe they can trade Suggs for a guy that could be the point guard of their future in Jordan Poole. This next trade I kind of see as the most realistic, but this is only if the Raptors want to get rid of OG Anunoby. So this is Jordan Poole and Patrick Baldwin Jr. for OG Anunoby, Otto Porter, and Precious Achiuwa. I think the main reason the Warriors do this trade is to get more positional depth and balance, right? Anunoby is obviously one of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. He would add so much to this Warriors roster. He'd be a perfect fit next to Steph and Clay being, a catch-and-shoot guy. He'd be set up for so many open shots when Steph and Draymond drive, and so in that sense, they'd be a perfect fit. Now, as far as roster and as far as the starting lineup, I don't know how that'd work, because you'd have OG, Wiggins, and Draymond. Would you move one of them to the bench, and would you still start Looney? I don't know, but either way, I think OG Anunoby would be a great fit. And then obviously, with Porter, you're bringing back a guy that helped you win a 2022 championship. He was crucial in the NBA Finals. He started a few games, and a big reason the Warriors came back from down 2-1 against the Boston Celtics in last year's Finals. And then Precious Achiuwa is kind of a very versatile forward. He can play either the 3, 4, or 5. He's shown an ability to space the floor. I think he'd be a good fit on this roster with his length, size, and defense, and that's really the case with all these guys, right? Anunoby, Porter, and Achiuwa. And obviously for the Raptors, they're getting their point guard of the future. It's likely that Fred VanVleet might leave, and so getting Poole kind of, secures that point guard spot up and really gives Poole an opportunity to have his own team. And then obviously Baldwin is kind of like more of a project kind of 3-and-D type guy, floor spacing forward. The Raptors seem to really like those types of players, so I think Baldwin would also fit really well in that system. But yeah, I think this trade is kind of the most realistic, but like I said, this obviously depends, if OG Anunoby is going to be traded, and if the Raptors want to move him and kind of shake things up on their roster. This trade only happens if both teams are really looking for that major shakeup. But really in all these trade scenarios, I think this gives Poole the opportunity to really have his own team, because obviously that's not the case, right? Like Curry has 3 or 4 more good years left, and so Poole is still gonna have to be the backup point guard. So I guess in all these situations, he gets his own team, and he kind of is that solidified point guard of the future for both the Magic and the Raptors. But now let's get on to the last trade. This last trade also might be kind of realistic, but I don't really see many people talking about this, but this is Jordan Poole for Buddy Hield and Jalen Smith. The salaries line up pretty well, and honestly, I think this is pretty even trade value for both teams. I mean, if you're the Warriors, maybe you throw in a couple second-round picks. If you're the Pacers, maybe you throw in a first-round pick. I think it kind of depends on both Buddy Hield's and Jordan Poole's trade values, but regardless, I think this is pretty even for both teams, right? The Pacers obviously get, a perfect backcourt partner to pair with Tyrese Haliburton going forward. I think the backcourt of Tyrese and Jordan Poole would be a really, really good backcourt. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to stop them. You kind of have Jordan Poole's, electric shooting balanced out with Tyrese's playmaking and defense and length at the point guard position. So I think they complement each other pretty well in this scenario. And if you're the Warriors, you kind of get an electric bench scorer in Buddy Hield. Obviously, he wouldn't be starting. He's been starting, for the Kings and Pacers for the past, however many years now. And he's been one of the best three-point shooters in the league. So having another lethal guy like that off the bench, that's kind of a vet. He's been around. He's probably going to be more consistent from three, which is maybe what the Warriors are looking for. And he fills that void pretty well. And he fills that need pretty well overall for the Dubs. And they're also getting Jalen Smith back. Obviously, the Pacers recently signed Miles Turner to an extension. And Jalen Smith was playing alongside Miles Turner in the front court for the Pacers, but they did bench him in favor of going more small ball. So in this case, Jalen Smith will get more of an opportunity with the Warriors, as they do need kind of a floor spacing big, maybe a younger player at that center position behind Kevon Looney. So I think this is a really good trade for both teams. I don't know if this will happen though. I don't know if the Pacers are looking to get rid of Buddy Hield or not, but as I said, this also gives Poole kind of his own team in a sense. I think he would play off Tyrese Haliburton really well and get a lot of great opportunities to kind of be that all-star level point guard that we've seen from him when Steph Curry is out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these trades in the comments. Like I said, I don't know if this will really happen. I still think the Warriors may hold on to Poole, but honestly, I really don't know what direction this Warriors front office will go. I think it kind of depends. Do they want a major shakeup? Do they not? But in all these scenarios, right, Poole gets his own team. I think that would be the big thing for him, right? He gets all that opportunity. He doesn't have to play behind, anybody anymore. He can run his own team and be himself and really thrive in these types of situations. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.